Hi guys, welcome to activity 2.13. We are on page 138 in your Springboard book, 138, 2.3. Please number your learning targets, number 1, 2, and 3. First learning target says, analyze claim, reasoning, and evidence in an argument. Second learning target says, identify and evaluate an author's claim and use of reasons and evidence to support a position. Third one, identify reasons and evidence to develop a topic and support a claim. Please read your 3 learning targets to your shoulder partner now. Okay. During today's lesson, we're going to be brainstorming, skimming and scanning, a graphic organizer, marking the text, and working in discussion groups. Under learning strategies number 1, please look at number 1 in your book. It says, in a successful argument, the claim must be backed up with support. A writer can support his or her viewpoint with both reasons and evidence. Brainstorm what you already know about these concepts. So, what are reasons? What is evidence? What's types of evidence? Please write that down now. Okay, number 2. It says, in the space below, write the claim you wrote for Andrew Rooney's essay, America the Not So Beautiful. Scan the essay for examples of reasons and evidence to support the claim. So the claim should be, Americans must be less wasteful before it is too late to save the planet. You have to come up with 3 reasons why, 3 pieces of evidence. Your evidence needs to be quote, quote, quote. You're getting this from the text. So please go back into the text, find 3 quotes that match with your 3 reasons. Ready, set, go. Okay. Next, number 3, before reading, your teacher will assign you a text to read about vending machines in schools. What can you predict the arguments for and against might be? The topic is vending machines in schools. What do you think the for piece would be and the against piece would be if you were to argue that you were for it or against it? Please write your predictions now. Okay. During reading, please put your finger on number 4 during reading. You're going to have to write this stuff down under number 4. It says, as you read the text, identify and mark the writer's claim. So you are going to underline the claim. Write that down. You're going to underline the claim. Then you're going to highlight the reasons and evidence the writer uses to support the claim. So please write, we're going to highlight the evidence. Then you're going to use your metacognitive markers on your desk. So anything that you think is exciting, you put an exclamation mark, asterisk for comments, question mark for questions, circle any words you don't know, use your dictionary on your phone or the dictionary in the back, or context clues with your partner. Highlight or underline key ideas and details. So use those metacognitive markers throughout. Underline the claim, highlight the evidence. Here we go. This is an informational text. The title is, Another Study Highlights the Insanity of Selling Junk Food in School Vending Machines. I am going to press play for the first 3 paragraphs. Please follow along. Then you're going to be responsible for reading the rest with your shoulder partner. Here we go.
Study highlights the insanity of selling junk food in school vending machines. By Karen Kaplan, Los Angeles Times. For many students, back to school means back to a vending machine diet. As you might guess, this isn't necessarily a good thing for student health. Vending machines are found in 16% of U.S. elementary schools, 52% of middle schools, and 88% of high schools. About 22% of students in grades 1 through 12 buy food in vending machines each day, and those purchases added an average of 253 calories to their diets, according to a new study in the September issue of the Journal of School Health. Just to be clear, those were not 253 calories worth of tofu, yogurt, or carrot sticks. The most popular vending machine items included soft drinks, candy, chips, crackers, cookies, cakes, and ice cream. On the plus side, kids also bought low-fat milk, fruit juice, and even fruit, the study found. But the net...
Okay, please mark these 3 paragraphs, so use your metacognitive markers. I would still like you to go back and underline the claim, highlight evidence, and then any metacognitive markers that you're going to use. Ready, set, go. All right, for the rest of the text, you're going to alternate with your shoulder partner. Person on the right is going to read the next paragraph, but the net effect, so the fourth paragraph. Then person on the left, person on the right, person on the left, so on and so forth until you're done. Once you're done with your partner, in your notebook, I'm going to leave this up here on the board, you have to complete a soapstone analysis of the text. So you are going to complete a soapstone in your composition notebook. Please get your composition notebook out. You're going to copy this down. You need to have subject, so you have to answer what is the topic, occasion, what are the circumstances surrounding the text, audience, who is the target audience, purpose, why did the author write the text, speaker, what does the reader know about the writer, and then tone, what is the writer's attitude. So you have to have your analysis with textual support throughout. So please copy these down now. Remember, it's soapstone, analysis, textual support. So you want to put your headings up at the top first. Then you're going to fill all of this out. You have to copy it in your notebook, so please copy this down. I'm going to give you 15 minutes to complete this. It's 30 points with your shoulder partner. Ready, set, go. Okay, next. After we did the soapstone, we read the activity, you marked everything, we're going to go into collaborative discussion groups to share our analysis. In order to come to the discussion prepared, you need to use the graphic organizer similar to the one below to create your completion of your analysis. So, you have text here, your claim, directly stated or implied, most logical reasons and relevant evidence, and then credibility of reasons evidence will be explained here. So you're going to fill this out. You have to have claim, reasons, credibility. Number 7 says, conducting research for a class-constructed argument. Review the class claim and brainstorm a list of questions you have about your position. So our class claim was the topic we wrote on as a class. You need to review that. Remember the topic we wrote on. You need to review that and brainstorm a list of questions you have about your position. So I want you to come up with 3 questions that you have about our class's position. So come up with 1, 2, 3 with your shoulder partner. Okay, next it says, use your prior knowledge and list reasons and evidence in support of the claim. So we want to have at least 3 reasons, so 3 evidence pieces. So 1, 2, 3 pieces of evidence. So come up with 3 pieces of evidence with your shoulder partner now that would support our claim that we wrote as a class. Okay, ready, set, go. Then number 9, you will need to conduct research to gather reasons and evidence to support your claim. What sources should you consider? Make a list of resources that might be the most reliable to helping you learn about the topic and your position. Possible resources. You're going to use a phone or a computer now. You're going to come up with resources. So resource 1. Resource 2, and resource 3. So what would be a valid source, and where are you going to find it? Oops, resource 3. Okay, come up with 3 resources. You may use a phone or a computer now. Alright, then it says you will need a plan for your research. With the guidance of your teacher, use the graphic organizer on the next page to create a plan to conduct research for your class essay. Number 11, as you conduct research, record the following information for each source in a graphic organizer like the one below. Be prepared to share your top pieces of evidence and reasoning in your writing group. Be sure to select reasons that are logical and evidence that is relevant and accurate. Both should clearly support your position. If you prefer, you can create a note card for each resource and record information on that card. Okay, so we have to have our topic or issue here. That's our topic that we chose as a class. Our claim, we're going to put here. So you have to have subject and opinion. So you would need to put why. Some of you are still just putting like school should start later. You need to put school should start later because blah, blah, blah. So you need your subject plus, we'll do the plus sign, your opinion here. for your claim. Okay, so please write your subject and opinion. Next, you need source plus citation, notes, examples, quotes, comments. So this is what you're doing while you're researching. You're filling that out. Then you're filling this out to plan for the research process. So identify the issue or problem. Okay, what do you already know about your topic? Number 2, write questions that can be answered through research. What do you want to know? What are you curious about? Number 3, gather evidence. H, how will you research your topic? What primary and secondary sources will be most helpful to learn about for this issue? And L, use a research log to record what you have learned. Make sure you're evaluating sources, drawing conclusions, and communicating findings. Then, as we get towards the end, number 12, you're going to evaluate your reasoning and evidence. During the class discussion, are you hearing and repeated reasons and evidence? Think about how the evidence may signal support that will resonate with your audience. 13, do you need to conduct further research about your issue or change your research questions? Do you need more evidence from accurate and credible sources? What other sources could you use? 14, as a class, use outlining to begin drafting a body paragraph for the class argumentative essay. You might plan the essay as follows. So we have the claim. The claim is part of the introductory paragraph. Supporting paragraphs. We have the main reason or support for the claim. This reason or evidence will become a topic sentence for the paragraph, evidence to support the reasoning, and then commentary that includes an explanation of the significance of the evidence or the connection to the claim. Then, write language and writer's craft, sentence structure and transitions. When writing about evidence to support a claim, writers use introductory words and transitions to help the reader connect the evidence and its source. For example, a study by blank gives evidence that ... Research from blank shows that ... A recent article in blank indicates that ... blah, blah, blah. Notice they are still using power verbs. Like this one, they're using gives evidence. That's their power verb. This one shows. This one indicates. They're using power verbs, but they're starting it out with a study by blah, so that it's more academic and that they know that where you're getting your resources from, so they can trust you. So an example is, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, so that's where they got it from. So you got to state where you get your information from. Americans send over 250 million tons of trash to landfills each year. So then it says, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, is an introductory phrase. It is followed by an independent clause. Together they create a transitional phrase. This sentence cites the facts and makes their source clear. Readers can then determine whether they agree that the source would have accurate and credible information. Last steps, number 15, draft paragraphs with your writing group. Follow your teacher's direction. Be sure to introduce a clear claim, support your claim with valid reasons and relevant evidence, use transitional words or phrases that create coherence among evidence presented. 16, if you need a reminder about transitional words and phrases, return to your text you read so far in this part of the unit and look at skimming and scanning to see where their transitional phrases are. Add what you find and other transitions to your word bank. You might also keep a transition word bank in your reader-writer notebook. You should know your transitions at this point. So please share with your shoulder partner what a transition is now. Last step, number 17, copy the draft of the class-created body paragraph to your reader-writer notebook. Okay, ready, set, go.